By the name of Keemy Coasta, man. Innovator, creator, barber, artist, producer, whatever you want to call it.
And where you coming from?
I'm about a mile from Mississippi.
All right, so once you got out the military, what did you start doing after that?
After the military, life after the military, man, it was me just focusing more back on my craft. I started to create different ways. You know, I got more into the entertainment field. The same thing I was doing before the military. I was just catching back up, really just getting back on my square with it. And it was just entertainment, bro. Like, that's who I am. I'm an entertainer at the end of the day. And I just got right back onto what I was doing beforehand.
So did you continue the music after, or when did you start doing like the promotion stuff?
Music was first. When I got to the crib, 2020 and 21, before I got to the crib, music was first. Like I said, peace of mind. I dropped that song that gave me kind of the way that I needed, you know what I'm saying? And I used that hype, you know, I used that drive, I used that energy to develop into other things I had going on. Started getting into promotion, started getting back into the club, started doing my hostings, you know, started from creating bottle girl groups, us creating our promotion team that was pretty successful here on the coast. And to me, getting into my barbering career, I also, right after the military, went into barbering school. I actually graduated this year with my license, you know, in barbering and styling.
Where'd you go?
So I went to Bishop State.
Oh, so, man, you should have went up to the Pearl River.
Yeah, I went to Bishop State, gang, but that shit developed me into something else. After the military, I just wanted to gain skills. I wanted to get me back. I wanted to get people involved in my journey. I wanted to get people involved in my ideas, and that's exactly what I did.
Is it true that you started the first bottle girls group like on the Gulf Coast?
Yeah, that's facts, man. Me and my dog, we put together the first team on the coast. It was more so of a unorganized team. We didn't have a name for it. Later down the line, we made it more organized, just created a name for it, and that sparked a little wave on the coast. It did a lot for the coast. I see now it's a little wave, and I salute everybody, girl team that's on the coast right now, because they just give me hope that, you know, my ideas and everybody's ideas that work with me, you know, said that was great. You know, I feel like we own something, so salute to the bottle girls on the coast.
Do you feel like you get the credit for starting the bottle girl thing down here?
Honestly, I don't hear it too much, but I honestly don't care, because people who know my journey, my supporters, you know what I'm saying, my family, my partners, people who love me, they know that. You know, that's all that matters. I like to hear that from my people who matter the most. But everybody else who don't know the journey, people who just now getting involved and on the outside, you know, eventually they'll know. Once it get made, they'll figure out, you know, exactly where it originated from.
All right, so at some point you became, I guess, a member of the promotion group, SkipTheLineGang.
Yeah.
What role did you play in that organization?
I actually played the CEO role alongside with two of my business partners, you know, played the CEO role, and basically we made a real brand. You know, it was good, it was real good. So CEO for the most part, coordinating, organizing. So yeah, that was my role in that.
So you was like a part of the foundation of it, like the creation of it?
Yeah, for sure. One of the original founders, you know, of SkipTheLineGang. And like I said, I can't really say that it was me who started just by myself. It was a group effort, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to creations, when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, the blueprint, it's kind of like I already had that going because of where I started at. I did my first event, you know, as a jit, 16 years old. And I kind of developed a blueprint from there. Later down the line, like I said, when I ran into my business partners, hey, they presented me with, you know, the idea of that, hey, you already doing this. I provided my blueprint, provided my layout and my ideas, and collab with some more people who had similar ideas, and, you know, that's kind of how it went. You know, there's three of us on the LLC, the first original three well, I can't even say the first original three. It was a lot of people that was involved in the development of this. But when it comes to the business, only a select few that was involved in the business of SkipTheLineGang.
When you was with SkipTheLine, you separated yourself?
Yeah.
And how did that come about?
The separation with me and Skip the Line, that shit begun April this year, you know. Right after the whole Scratch Kitchen incident, you know, that was kind of sensitive to me. I feel like just the whole process of that just wasn't handled well, and that caused a big mistake, you know. And I spoke right after that, and you know, spoke my piece on what I felt we should do after the fact of that situation. And as a team, we agreed to that, you know, and that's what I thought we were doing. But shortly after, it was a move that was made, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes that didn't correlate with what we had already agreed with. And you know, I spoke directly to my business partners about it, like, hey, what's up with this, what's up with that? It really didn't make no sense. I felt kind of disrespected in a sense because of the fact of how we reached out to the family and told them what we was finna do exactly, you know, told them to break what we was finna take. And you know, I felt like I was going back against my word on what I already put out to the people. I had to stand on what I believe, and I had to stand on what I felt was righteous. And what I felt was righteous was that mandatory break. We gonna do, you know, we're gonna respect the family, we're gonna take a break, we're gonna do what we gotta do. And like I said, right after that, it's kind of like it went against everything that I stood on, gang. Like, so I took that situation serious, and I stepped back. You know, I announced to the community, like, hey, I have no parts of no events that's being pushed out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? From here all the way into June or whatever month, June or July, whatever month. I think it was the end of June or July. Not really sure, can't pinpoint. But I basically said, like, you know, that's what I'm standing on. And from that point, that's when my separation begun, because I just felt like intentions was different. You know, my intentions was in a whole nother area. I really didn't want to. It wasn't a rush for me to start back event. Cause it's not like we losing motion by us taking that break. It's a respect thing, you know. It's something that I felt like was needed. You know what I'm saying?
Was it like a vote on it, or just a call that you feel like you just made and everybody was just supposed to just go?
Same way I always handle business. I always reach out to my team before I do anything. You know, I typed up a little summary to my team. Hey, how y'all feel about this break? How y'all feel about us doing what we doing? We all agree, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, I thought it was just like a call, you just made the call.
It ain't never like that. Like, no matter what position I'm in, on whatever organization I'm working in, it's always a team thing. It's never just me. It's always being involved with people that, you know, work just as hard as me. So I presented that to my team. I was like, hey, this is what we doing. This is what I feel like should happen. How y'all feel? Everybody, let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it. You know, but shortly after, like I said, I guess it was conversations that was had without me, you know, and it was an event that was developed without me, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel like that.
And you said it was soon after? It was
yeah, about a week after that conversation. And I feel like that put damage on our leadership. That put damage on our organization, you know what I'm saying? That put people at odds, you know, and that kind of what pushed me, you know. I knew then that it was kind of best for me to separate and started to kind of, you know, make the calls and do the shit I need to do on my own accord. So we in a whole nother position right now. I'm in a whole nother position when it comes to promotion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what you end up doing after you separate? What brought you together that?
So yeah, shortly after, well, I was already in Orlando, but shortly after, I just picked back up on what I was already branding, Keemy Coasta Promotions. You know, and that's kind of what I'm branding now in the cities that I'm integrating. We got a whole lot of shit in the works right now that's gonna be good for the coast, a whole nother vibe. So that's what we got going with the promotion scene.
So you bet not basically, but you gonna kind of be like basically in competition with?
Oh no, nobody's in my lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no competition. I see me in the top. I promise. No other man. Like, anything that anybody doing on the coast of Mississippi or anywhere in America, that's what they doing. I wish them the best. You know. By the name of Keemy Coasta, man. Innovator, creator, barber, artist, producer, whatever you want to call it.
And where you coming from?
I'm out of Mississippi.